Good evening, everybody. I am Solveig, and I'm here with some wonderful friends tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as you know, Reba and Donnie are enjoying themselves on the beaches of Mexico, a well-deserved vacation. And don't we want them to have the best time, people? We are rooting for you, Reba and Donnie. We love you, and thank you so much for the honor of hosting the River Gathering tonight. I just want to say, Dusty, well, so you were here with me, and Dusty and Reba and Donnie, they go way back. And Dusty, will you kind of say a few words for us?
Well, I'm thrilled that we're all here tonight. I love it that we have such a wide, diverse group of incredible talent that is going to share some hope, share some songs of heart, and share some songs of peace and love. And I'm thankful for that we get to do this together tonight. And here, there's so many people who are watching this. They're going through tough times and things that they're going through. That Reba and Donnie have always been so gracious about sharing their hearts and their music and their songs, that we get to continue and help them tonight. Even though they're down in Mexico, you know, I'm sure they're suffering for Jesus. That's right. But Reba and Donnie and I have been friends for 34, 35 years, and I love what they stand for and love what they do, and glad to be a part of their life. So thrilled to be here with you, because you are just fast. I told your husband Jim, I've known your husband Jim for years, you're fast becoming in that top couple of singers that I just love your heart and spirit, and I'm glad we get to share this tonight with a lot of people. So let's start off and do some worship and have some good times, and just let's just enjoy this. And people who are watching, we have people who are taking prayer requests. I know that we have a person who's writing them down. We want to pray for you tonight. I know there are so many needs out there, and I know that Reba and Donnie would love that if we do that and carry on that tonight. So now's your time to interact with us, and let's just take them to the foot of the throne.
So I just have to tell you guys who is here with me tonight. I know you guys are watching these fine gentlemen. To my left, Gary Chapman, everybody. Anthony Skinner, right here. And of course, Dan Chalmers in the back here. Everybody knows Dan. He's working for Donnie and Reba. And then Landy Ewing on bass. Steve Hendelong on percussion. And we have another little surprise in a little bit. But we're going to start off with Buck Rambo's favorite song, Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. Ooh. Whatever you are just like me, that tonight there are people that you have on your heart that you're worried about, you're concerned about. And shall we not just go to Jesus together and receive His grace for this moment, receive new hope that He wants to give us. And today I had the privilege of getting to know Gary Chapman just a little bit better. We had a talk on the phone. We met briefly through Dusty at a CCM concert that was held by the Archers recently, and I got to hear him, and I just had it in my heart. When Reba asked if I would host tonight, I thought, I wonder if Gary would be free Tuesday night, and he was, and he wanted to be with us. Gary, would you sing for us?
I'd love to.
Oh, so honored that you're here. All right.
Are you going to say something over
I was
there?
going to just, I just want to say a couple things about Gary.
Oh, good.
I have known Gary a long, long time, probably 30 years.
Yeah,
That's kind of scary. We
No.
both had hair, kind of.
I still have it.
Yeah, he
It's
did.
just very, very short. Very short.
You know, I don't know for the people who are watching this. Gary traveled with Buck and Dottie, the Rambos, for
Indeed.
several years.
Yes.
And played guitar and
Yep.
sang background and did a lot of stuff.
Dottie taught me how to write songs.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, Dottie always said, one of my favorite things, she always said, I remember when she would call me and she'd say, yes, Gary Chapman, he's a great writer. And she'd tell everybody that he'd written this song. I mean, the song Father's Eyes.
Mhm.
She went on and on about that song, one of the best songs written, everything. But the funny story she used to tell me, Gary added a few things, told me a few
I
things
added
that
the
Dottie,
truth. I added the truth is what I did.
you told me the truth. That's right. Because Dottie had a way, and I know Reba, if she's watching this, is loving this because she did the same thing to Reba. When Reba would say, I wrote this song and I'm going to sing it. So, Gary, there was a time in Austin, Texas, I think it was, she had you come on stage. She asked you to sing Father's Eyes.
I had played the song for her literally that day. She hadn't heard it until that moment. And she asked me to say, would you sing that on stage? And I was like, she'd never done that before. Yeah, sure, okay, whatever. And I didn't actually think that she would do it. And she did. She
Oh,
absolutely did. And
she
I was scared to death. I get up and I do the song. And at the end of it, it wasn't me, clearly. I couldn't sing back then, barely can now. But it was the song. The song just destroyed people. And it was one of those just instant, not, I should stand up because that guy's standing up. No, it was just one of those popcorn standing ovations, right? And it was just a really good moment.
Yeah. Now, Dottie never told me this other part. Dottie always said, he did incredible. People loved him. It just went on and on and on. That's where she'd stop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'd like for you to tell the rest of the story about...
It's brief. It's
Yeah.
brief. She never asked me to sing again.
Oh, she was a...
But you know what? She knew. She knew that I needed to get out of the nest and go and do the rest of what I needed to start doing. And that was kind of part of it. It was like, well, I think I'm supposed to do this. She's not going to let me do it.
What I've loved about Gary, I love Gary's heart. I love Gary's life, as up and down as it's been, and like the rest of us, like the rest of you are watching this. I love that Gary, he said something to me today when I thanked him tonight for coming. He said, how great is this? I get to share Jesus and I get to be with friends. And that's what this is about, is sharing Jesus and being with friends. So, man,
Pretty good night.
it's going to be a good night. So take us...
It's always a good night if you can do that. Well, it seems like I should do Father's Eyes after that fabulous build-up,
Come on.
but alas, I shall not. No, I had somebody ask me to do this song. It's not quite as old, but not far from the age on that one. This is a song that, as a writer, you do your best to be diligent and hone your craft and all that. But occasionally, it's like you step off a curb and a song-shaped bus just mows you down. You didn't see it happen; it just happened, and it's as fast as you can write. And the best ones generally happen like that for me. And I've said for years it's God's not so subtle way of reminding me that I'm not that important in the process. So this is one of those, and it has it's had a good life, and we'll let it live again tonight here. There is a river running through this town. It carries the water. There isn't any way to slow it down or make it stop. I was a baby when the big bridge fell, so I don't remember. But I have listened to the stories well, and so I know they were falling to the surface. They were calling to their God, and their cry was, "Sweet Jesus, please won't you catch us, save us, sweet Jesus, please won't you hear us crying." They were crying. Fishing for luck beneath the bridge that day, a man in his 80s, he saw it happen and began to pray. As he dove in, he found a mother and a baby boy. They both wouldn't make. The mama handed him her only joy. He took the child and he was swimming like he was 20. He made shoreline, then he died, and his thoughts were, "Sweet Jesus, please won't you catch us, save us, sweet Jesus, please won't you hear us crying." He was crying. I miss my mother and the brave old man, though I never knew them. They are the soul inside the man I am. I bear their dreams and I am walking in their footsteps. I am talking to their God, and my cry is, "Sweet Jesus, please won't you catch us, save us, sweet Jesus, please won't you hear us, sweet Jesus, please won't you catch us, save us, sweet Jesus, please won't you hear us crying." We're all crying. There is a river running through this town. It carries the water. There isn't any way to slow it down That one, for years, people would come up to me after a concert or something and say, "I'm just so sorry about your mom." And I got so tired of explaining it. I finally just started saying, "Yeah, it was tough, growing up without her." But no, my mother did not die in a horrible crash falling off of a bridge. I wrote a song just a few years ago that kind of encapsulated a lot of things for me. It's called "Everything I Know." Sadly, I was able to fit it into about 3.5 minutes. But it occurred to me, what caused me to want to write this, it occurred to me that pretty much every significant thing in my life that I had learned was a direct result of some boneheaded move that I had made. And sad as that may seem, it is the case, I think, for many of us. If you can't learn from somebody else's mistakes, you're going to learn from your own. And so there's a whole lot of truth in here. Just try to catch as much of it as you can. I've learned more from my mistakes than I ever did from doing something right. Every wrong turn I take, maybe one more way to fly, or sometimes fight. And all that flying and the fighting showed me who to trust and who to just let go. Every stupid thing I've done so far has taught me nearly everything I know. Till your back's against the wall, you will never know how powerful you are. Till you're down to your last call, and you're wishing on that lonely lucky star. And on the path of least resistance, you are gonna miss some gorgeous bumpy roads. Every stupid thing I've done so far has taught me nearly everything I know. That the truth is sometimes better left unspoken, and that love will always see right through a lie. A heart grows back much better where it's broken. What don't kill you makes you stronger unless you die. You could fill 1,000,000 books with the stuff that I know now but didn't then. And with all the times I've failed, but they turned right round and did the same again. But the good Lord stood beside me. Never once did he forget he loves me so. He's used every stupid thing so far to teach me nearly everything I know. To always leave the door of my heart open, in spite of what I know might blow inside. When there is no way out, to just keep hoping and and to keep on never knowing till I've tried. I've learned more from my mistakes than I ever did from doing something right.
I could listen to you all night, Gary. Dan, you have my back on?
She said she could listen to me all night.
I could listen to Gary all night. Wasn't that fantastic, you all out there in Facebook world? So I am so honored tonight that my son John Marcus is here. He is 17 years old. I can't believe he wants to hang out with his mom, but I am so happy that he does. Can you come over here, hon? When John turned 16 last year, there was a supermoon, and we had dinner together, we had birthday cake, and with John and his siblings, we went out and took a look at the moon, and when we came home, I started writing a song to kind of try to capture some of the feelings I was thinking about, because John also has siblings that live far away, so we have different time zones and we have family around the world. Actually, incidentally, I'll be flying to Norway tomorrow. That's another story. But Steve Hindelong, my dear friend and producer, he's produced my last 3 records, Christmas Peace, Finding Home in Time. We have also collaborated on some lyrics through the years, and I kind of got stuck on the lyric, and I got to sit down with Steve, and together we kind of pulled the thoughts together into the song. So, fresh from the cross, Franklin High School across. Thank you, John. I'm impressed that you're here. Very impressed. So, here we go. Yeah.
You want me to start it?
Sure, let's do it. There we go. Sorry, I just remember we had Landy back here. I better get the right key now. There we go. Can you see the supermoon? Is the sky above you clear? I hope you have your winter coat. How I wish that you were here. Underneath the silver light, I hope you're safe and warm tonight. Ooh, missing you. Honey, it's alright to cry if you feel a little blue. Grandma always said to find something to look forward to. Should you ever doubt yourself, know that I believe in you. Ooh, believe in you. I believe in you. More than anything, I want to see you soar. I want to hear you sing. Sometimes life can be so cruel. Please don't let it break you down. I know you're gonna make it through. Better times will come around. When the night is on the nest, the morning sun is glorious. Oh, glorious. Thank you, John. Another sweet guy, I would have to say, is Anthony Skinner. Would you come up, Anthony? I was so thrilled when I got word that Anthony was open to spend a day writing a song with me about a year ago before Christmas. Anthony Skinner is a songwriter who's written a lot for other people. He's got some incredible records out. Anthony, where do people find you if they want to look you up? Because they don't want to do that.
AnthonySkinner.com and
Right.
iTunes and yeah.
When we got together to write the song, I told Anthony I was hoping to write something about bridging, build. No, I think
Building
it's
bridges.
there you go. That's the word, bridge building. And in the society that we live in now, I know this is Reba and Donnie's heart so much also that our hearts will be willing and open to listen to each other and be kind of guard our tongue and how we can, be prayerful about how we conduct our lives and how we can be a light in a world that there's so much hurt right now and so much despair. And how can we combat that? And that was some of the thoughts that Anthony and I was thinking about when we wrote this song together. And it's called, fittingly, Get Together. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how it goes. Okay. Can I borrow your tuner one more time, Landy? I had that a little bit ago. Landy's got a better tuner than I do. And when I'm playing with such fine people, I can't have a bad guitar. Right, Anthony?
You sound great.
I want to say one more thing about Anthony as I'm tuning, that you have the most wonderful wife.
Oh, I do.
I think she's delightful, and I'm so happy every time I get to run into Mary Keith. You guys have 3 kids?
We have 3,
Yeah.
boy and 2 girls, and you're right, Mary Keith is definitely the better half. She's a
You guys
beautiful
make an
soul.
awesome team. Yeah. Wishing she could be here tonight, though.
I know.
All right, here we go. Get together. Oh, it's nothing to. It's almost. It was so good of a love.
It's always worth stopping for.
Don't you think, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's our song. It's the first time we ever sing it, right?
That's right. This is true.
I think it's a little bit better. I saw the news today, oh God. So many bullets flying, another bus, another bomb, leaves all the mothers crying, innocence taken, and our hearts are breaking. If the sun and moon can share the skies, why can't you and I? Tornado and a hurricane, we share the weather. Why can't we get together? We feel the hurt, we've got to make it better. We should get together, only together.
the weather. Why can't we get together?
The sun and the moon
And share the sky. Why can't you and I, tornado and a hurricane, and share the weather? Why can't we get together?
we feel the hurt, we
Got to make it better. We should get together. Come on, get together.
should
Together. Come on, get together. Come on, get together.
All right. Anthony, sing something for us, will you?
All right.
I love your songs so much. I'm so honored that you're here, really.
It's-
Yeah. And then I realized Gary Chapman and you
Yes,
have a wonderful connection
We
too. That
do.
was really cool.
we go way back. I think even further back than he remembers sometimes.
I don't remember.
Because I was just a little. I
Want
was
to
just a
tell us a
little.
story? Want to tell us?
No.
I can, yeah, so I was in school, and for our project we had to interview someone in the business, right? So through a series of events, somehow I got with Gary, and so I met him at Blanton Herald. He said, "Hey, I'm getting a truck restored for your dad. I think it was your dad's truck that was getting restored." He said, "Okay." He said, "Take a ride with me, and we'll go check it out." And so I did the interview in the car, and then of course at the end I had a few songs. I said, "Could you maybe take a listen to these?" And they were like these first few songs I put together, and he was just super gracious. And at the end, he offered me a contract. And so yeah. And one of the cool things is, if you in that class, it was a copyright class. If you got somebody a deal that semester, then you got an automatic A. So I like scored twice.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
I got a publishing deal and I got an A. This is a little different for me, this song, but it was kind of a pop song, but I have some serious folk roots, and I kind of revisited those for this. Is it racking your mind, babe? Don't give up the love. Are you falling behind, babe? Don't give up the love. Are you serving your time, babe? Don't give up the love. I'm calling you mine, babe. Don't give up the love. Is it breaking your heart, babe? Don't give up the love. The sting of the darts, babe. Don't give up the love. Are you falling apart, babe? Don't give up the love. Fall into my arms, babe. Don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. So you don't understand, babe. Don't give up the love. It ain't what you planned, babe. Don't give up the love when you're not sure you can, babe. Don't give up the love. I'll lend you a hand, babe. Don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. And I am building heaven in your heart, so ride on through. And I've seen the hidden treasure in the dark, and babe, it's you. Don't give up the love, your head's to a gun, babe. Don't give up the love, 'cause I can carry a ton, babe. Don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love. Oh, don't give up the love. Ooh, don't give up the love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's how you get a publishing deal.
This next song I'll sing for you is a song that I wrote for my son when my wife was pregnant with him. His name is Justus, and I call it, God pulling one of those Jehovah's Sneakies, where you think you're writing a song for somebody else, but you're actually writing one for yourself. I need my cheat sheet. If I have it here. Heaven's tall angels surround you. Where you are, can you feel the wings around heaven's tall angels? And breathe, baby, breathe. Everything's gonna be alright. And breathe, baby, breathe. Everything's gonna be so fine. Everything, I saw angels, look at all the angels gathered round, gonna play you a symphony. What a song sang by heaven's strong angels. Feel the groove, can you feel the wings beating? I can hear everyone singing. Breathe, baby, breathe. Everything's gonna be alright. And breathe, baby, breathe. Everything's gonna be so fine. Everything. Just lay it down.
was the one that the worship one. What is
Ah,
that? Could you please?
yeah.
Can't we do
You
one
can
more?
join
Anthony?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we gotta hear that one.
So the story behind this one is I was I mean I grew up singing hymns, but I was doing a lot more contemporary stuff, so I I was still kind of one of the first things I do was in the morning I get up, I sit with a hymnal and just worship. But there were some songs I hadn't sung in a while at this point. My kids were all under 5, and we one of the things that we did with my kids when we had them was we didn't let them watch any of like the new stuff that was out. We played them old reels, like the old Superman reels and Little Rascals and all that kind of stuff. So we're watching Andy Griffith one day, and Andy and Barney are singing this song, this hymn in the church, and I was like, oh man, I wonder if I could do something with that. So I ran to the piano. Oh, hail the power of Jesus' name. Let angels prostrate fall. Bring forth the royal diadem. And crown him, Lord of all. I just want to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved us all. Let every kindred tribe on this terrestrial ball to Him all majesty ascribe. Crown him, Lord of all. I just want to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved us all. I just want to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved us all. Oh, with that yonder throne, that we at His feet may fall and join the everlasting song. Sing this with me, Solveig. Crown him, Lord of all. Stay there just for a minute. Crown him, Lord of all. 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 Let's go up one more time. Crown him, Lord of all. Crown him, Lord of all. I just want to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved us all. I just want to sing Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved us all.
Anthony, you are a treasure. Anthony Skinner, everybody. Oh my gosh, what a gift you are.
Thank you.
Wasn't that amazing? Facebook friends. Oh my gosh. AnthonySkinner.com. Gary, you got to come back and do. I would love to hear
Yes.
another song of you. Would you come and sing something?
I know another one.
Yeah. And Gary, where do people find you online? I know you've been doing a series of.
Right here.
You can tell us about your hymn week, would you please?
Oh yeah,
Can you tell everybody about that and where
Sure,
to find
sure.
you? And
I have
all of that awesome stuff.
there's
I've
a
been
thing
enjoying
right
watching
here.
you.
on Facebook, where you currently are, called A Hymn a Week.
It's amazing.
And it's a long story how it happened, but my the Reader's Digest version is my father was a preacher his whole life, and he lived with Cassie, my wife, and I for the last years of his life, and he had Parkinson's and then cancer at the end, and he died in our house, and it was the best horrible experience ever. And the thing that brought him comfort at the end was me sitting on his bed playing and singing the songs that he had taught me 50 years previous. So after he died, my wife said, because she's a lot smarter than I am, and she said, you know, that worked, and there are more people, so we should do that. So we started doing these really simple guitar vocal videos, and that was 7, 8, 9 years ago. I don't know. It's been a while.
That's awesome.
And it's really turned into kind of a global, literally, community of amazing people, and you should be one of those people. Come on over.
I was just with, I think it's a mutual friend, Jim Tenebo,
Yeah.
and he was telling me the story that his mother recently passed him, but what did she want to listen to when she was in bed and couldn't do much? It was Gary Chapman that she listened to her on her deathbed. So sing another song for us, whatever you'd like to.
Okie
share
doke.
with us.
Well, I may have been guilty into lulling you into a quieter place than I'm about to take you. Because every now and then you just got to let go, right? I'm like Solveig. I'm selectively OCD. Tuning is at the top of my list. There you go. So this is an old song. I did not write it, but I had the privilege to record it and sing it for lots of folks, and I want to sing it for you. There are some of you out there who are sitting there by yourself. You're absolutely sitting at your computer by yourself. And you may be in a house full of people and still feel so alone. And this song is going to tell you that you're not. This is the truth. This is the unabashed, absolute, beautiful, perfect truth of who Jesus is. You are not by yourself. You never were. You never will be. It's all in whether or not you choose to embrace that truth. And the more you embrace it, the more you're not alone. So, it's dark in here. Feel so alone. But there's a light that somebody just turned on. It opened my eyes and it lets me see. And once again, it amazes me. Oh, how your love stays with me when the shadows fall and everybody leaves. I'm not alone. I know I'll never be. Your love stays with me. And the cold rains fall against my skin. It might chill my body, oh, but not the soul within. 'Cause I got a fire, and it burns so bright, and that keeps me warm through the longest night. Oh, how your love, it stays with me when the shadows fall and everybody leaves. I'm not alone, I know I'll never be. Your love stays with me. Oh, how your love stays with me when the shadows fall and everybody leaves. I'm not alone, I know I'll never be. Your love stays with me. Your love stays with me. Your love stays with me.
That's so good, Gary. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for honoring us to be with us.
No,
It was
thank you
so
for asking. I
thrill.
appreciate it.
Gosh, you guys, Anthony and Gary, and we've had such a wonderful time, and we've also taken some prayer requests already, but spend the next 3 minutes. If you have a prayer request, will you please send it in? I'm going to sing one of the songs that have followed me since I was 22 years old. I wrote it on the piano in my mom and dad's living room on a little island, Holsnøy, just north of Bergen, Norway, where I grew up. And today, everybody, Dusty and
Levon.
Levon, I don't know why it's hard
She's
for me to
watching.
remember. Levon, you're watching.
It's your anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Levon, and happy anniversary to Dusty. And while I sing the song, Everything Has Its Season, send in your prayer requests. Then Dusty's going to come and we're going to pray together. And then Gary and Anthony will close with a song that you also maybe want to sing along with us about. So, but anyway, here we go. Everything Has Its Season. Dan, can you help me with the mic?
Yes.
All right. Dan, you are such a faithful guy. You do such good work. Thank you, Dan. And Darcy's here tonight. Thank you, Darcy. We love you, Darcy. Spring comes after winter, after all. The farmer gets his harvest in the fall. He who sets the time and sets the beat gives us time to fight and time to sleep. He endures who wants to win the prize. Children fall asleep to lullabies. He who sets the time and sets the beat gives us time to fight and time to sleep. A season for dancing, a season for crying, someone at your side. Soon the timeless wedding feast begins, when the groom will be the King of Kings. But yet there is ever a season for dancing, a season for crying, a season for living, and there's also a season for dying. Everything has its time, has its time. Empty till dancer, empty till kjolter. Empty till stanser och tänker over tidens gåtor, som ser att allt har sin tid. Allt har sin tid. All right, here we are, last song, and before that, Dusty, come and let's pray for over the prayer request that's been coming. Anthony and Gary, would you come up here too and just join us as we're about to close in tonight? Dusty, you're kind of our pastor for tonight. Pastor Dusty. We can move that chair away a little bit too. You stay here.
I loved, as I was sitting there tonight, I would watch, scroll through and watch all these prayer requests coming in. And I love that Reba and Donnie are watching tonight too. I can see Reba making some incredible comments. I love that they opened their home to do this. I love that all of you guys have been so willing just to come out and share heart, because that's what it's all about. And that's what the river is all about, is sharing heart. I love that Gary and Solveig and Anthony and Steve, they all said stuff tonight about that we're never alone, that we're leaning on his arms. That message tonight. So tonight, I've watched a lot of these prayer requests come through, and I've seen that there are so many needs. There's healings, there are financial needs, you feel alone, you feel desperate. I know people today that have lost their jobs. But you know what? He is faithful, faithful, faithful. I bet if we pass this mic around, every one of us have went through dark, difficult times when we thought we'd never make it. I remember sitting in a hotel room with Reba when I was 27 years old, sitting on the floor and her telling me, "You're going to make it." And you know what? Here it is. I don't know how many years later, 32, that I made it. And his faithfulness far exceeds anything you're walking through tonight. If you're watching this tonight and you're thinking, no, let me assure you, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. We have a band of prayer warriors that are going to pray for all of these needs, but I want to pray for you right now. A friend years ago told me, she said, pray with your eyes open. Look at that. Look at those people and pray with your eyes open. That's what I want to do. So tonight, Jesus, we come before you. This evening has been orchestrated and ordained by you. Jesus, your faithfulness far goes beyond anything we've ever experienced or walked through. You are right there with us. And tonight, Father, as I look at these prayer requests, I see aches and pains and hurts and struggles and things that may seem so unreal to each one of us, but it's real to each one of these people that are out there watching. So Jesus, I ask you to right now come in, put your arms around them. Right now, let them feel you in a real, tangible, loving, kind way. Father, you are the healer of minds. You're the healer of hearts. You have restored so many of us in our own lives and where we were at. And Jesus, tonight, I know you can do it for these people that are watching. There are so many hurting people out there. But Father, we're going to agree with them. We're going to agree with you that where we are, that we know how real and how faithful you are. Thank you for what you do for us. Thank you for how loving us back to life daily. Thank you for forgiving us and walking with us. And Father, right now, I'm thanking you ahead of time that we're going to hear good reports about these people and what they're going through, what they're dealing with. In your name we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Donnie and Reba, I just want to send you my love, and from Jim and I, my husband Jim, JP is here tonight as well. And what I was thinking when I saw, when you first mentioned, Reba, that you were going to go to Mexico, I just made, my heart was leaping for you, that you get time off. And it's a good, you guys are being a good example to us to remember to rest. And that's also, it's a very spiritual thing to remember to rest. So thank you, and we wish you the most wonderful time. Enjoy yourselves. And now this week marks 3 years since the passing of Andre Crouch. He meant so much to me. I had the privilege of meeting him quite a few times. I toured with him in Norway and was in a choir called the Oslo Gospel Choir, and we used to sing with him, or we did a lot of his songs. And I know a lot of us miss his voice. Of course, he's just a click away. He's all over the internet, so you can go like I do. I play his music actually weekly still to this day. And one of my favorite songs that he wrote would be Through It All. So Gary and Anthony, thank you again for being with us. Steve Hindelbaum on percussion, Landy Ewing on bass, John Marcus, my son, thank you so much, and Dan also, and Dusty Wells. What a blessing you are. Thank you, Dusty. All right, here we go.
The first verse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check it out.
I've had many tears and sorrow. I've had questions for tomorrow. There have been times that I didn't know right from wrong. But in every single situation, God gave me blessed consolation. My trials come to only make me strong. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Okay, guys, we're having a little technical problem with one of the chords. You can probably hear it out there. So I think what we could do is just to play totally acoustic. How about if we just come a little closer?
I got no problem with it.
How about if we just get a little closer and
There
then
it is.
it might be mic cable or sound. Okay. Anyway, how about if we just go without.
Is it that one? Check.
Don't you guys want to hear the whole song? I know you guys want to
I
because we
do.
worked on it. Yeah, we got to hear the whole song. And so it might be. How about if we just did it a cappella, you guys, or like without plugged in? Just cut the whole system.
Check our chord.
Just the mic cable, the blonde one. Put it all the way. There it is. Yeah, okay, hold that. Okay, Dan's gonna hold that chord just like that. Do you want to hear the song one more time, everybody? Yeah, let's. You know what? How about if we take it from the top? Because Gary,
Oh, yeah.
I loved how you sang that. I want to hear
I
it
get to
one more
hear Gary
time.
sing it again. I get to love it.
I get to do it better if I can. I love
Here we go.
I wish life was like this.
You guys are in the living room. We're just gonna do it like we would. Here we go. Oh.
I've had many tears and sorrows. I've had questions for tomorrow. There have been times that I didn't know right from wrong. But in every single situation, God gave me blessed consolation. My trials come to only make me strong.
Yes. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. Sing it for us, Anthony.
I've been lots of places. I've seen lots of faces. There's been times I felt so alone. Oh, but in my lonely hours, yes, in those precious lonely hours, Jesus let me know I was His own. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. I thank God for the mountains, and I thank Him for the valleys. I thank Him for the storms He's brought me through. For if I never had a problem, I wouldn't know that God could solve them. I never know what faith in God could do. Depend upon His word. Through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. Through it all, I've learned to depend upon His word. I've learned to depend upon His word. I've learned to depend upon His
Every single